how have you prepared for your new role in this movie?
Well, I've been doing a lot of like pre-acting and improv with my friends and family, and they've been helping me a lot through it. And I think my lead role in this is that I just, just go with it and I just be super sexy with myself. I just gotta let myself out and be okay with my body while I'm filming this, because you just gotta really get yourself into it.
Who's your favorite person in this new movie that you're shooting, like your favorite?
I'd say Castiel.
Castiel?
That's what he just does it best.
What makes him the best?
Well, I think what makes him the best is he does what he does, and what he does is super sexy.
Did you have to train for this movie in any way?
There was a lot of physical, you had to exert a lot of physical being into it. And so I went to the gym a couple times. I got a membership. I lifted a lot of weights. I got to about 150 pounds that I was lifting at a time, and I could lift about 15 pounds with each finger alone.
That's impressive.
Well, it's what you gotta do when you're doing super sexy.
Now, what does Cass do that makes him your favorite?
Well, Cass does what he does best, and what he does is super sexy.
How does he do super sexy?
It's just the way that he puts himself out there. He just kind of stares with that look, like he's looking right into your soul. And even when he's not looking at you, he's looking at you because he's super sexy.
What is the definition of scary to you in a movie?
I think the definition of scary to me is what Jillian does, because what Jillian does is super sexy.
How does Jillian do super sexy?
She's just kind of like this free spirit, and she just puts her all into that menacing act that she's having to do during the movie. And especially the part where she's holding the head, and she just makes sure to just have it right on, and as soon as she gets up to you, she just knows exactly what to do, and you don't even have to tell her. And that's how Jillian does super sexy.
Do you think Jillian's the best one in this movie to do super sexy, or Castiel? Which one?
I think, hands down, Castiel is the super sexy king.
What does it mean to you to be super sexy king?
Well, the super sexy king just kind of supervises, but without saying anything. He just gives you that look that's right into your soul, like when he's not even looking at you. He's looking at you.
I see. Have you been looked at by Castiel?
I think everyone's been looked at by Castiel. Because that's what he does. It's just part of being super sexy.
I see. What do you think Castiel's doing right now?
Being super sexy.
How is he going about doing that?
He's just standing there.
Like always?
Like always.
What's your favorite line in the whole movie?
From a choice actor or?
Anyone.
Marco.
Marco. Where does Polo come in this?
Well, it comes in a few lines after, and really I think it kind of symbolizes the whole movie, like the fear that the two girls are feeling when the murderer is coming up on them.
I understand. Why do you think your character in this movie is important?
Well, I think every character in this movie is important.
What makes your character important to you?
Well, without two girls, it would just be one girl.
How do you think this movie would go if there was only one girl?
The death would be a lot quicker.
Do you think it'd be as super sexy?
It would be a super sexy.
Really? What is that behind me?
It's a vehicle, and that vehicle is super sexy.